Thank you so much for your Tarot and Lenormand tutorials. You're welcome. I've learned so much from them. I do have a question. Where is my life headed? I'm stuck in routine, feeling no change or purpose at the moment. So if you have time for reading on your YouTube channel, please let me know. All right. I have no meaning in my life. I have to say that's the first question I've had like that. So let's take a look at it. So here we are using the Tarot in Wonderland, I think it is, and the Enchanted Map Oracle, my favorite. So the Oracle is listening, which kind of points to something interesting, that you have a ability to be empathic with people that most people don't have. You have an ability to sort of feel what they're feeling, and you also have ability to sort of transpose your current emotional state onto other people. So you're very empathic, you're very communicative with people, and you're able to sort of feel what they feel, and when you're feeling something, other people feel it as well. So one of those things to where you can walk in a room and your mood could possibly dictate the mood of everybody in the room. So you have this ability, interesting ability. So listening is our card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. Let's look at these actual cards. So first thing I notice is that you're sort of on the treadmill, going back and forth, doing the same things over and over. I would definitely look at your life and eliminate repetitive things that are wasting a lot of your time and giving your life less meaning. Which means, like, let's say I'm on my phone and I'm checking Facebook, and then 10 minutes later I check Facebook again, or etc., etc., etc. So you just have to be wary of doing repetitive things that don't help your life and don't assist with anything at all. So, and that's one of the things we get in a habit of, especially with social media. You do something, or you'll post something and you'll check it 7, 8, 10 times, or you'll read the same article, or you'll watch the same movie over and over and over. It seems that you're on that treadmill and you need to get off of it. Also, if you're doing any gambling or any type of gambling and things like that, that seems to be included in the treadmill as well, as evidenced by the cards. So if you're doing any type of card activity, I say gambling, online gambling, or anything like that, that is using up a lot of your time, or using up some of your time, and you want to get away from that, then that's going to be good to get away from that and free yourself from that and make more headway. Now, again, these two cards point to this wasted time period. So we have the rabbit over here with the Three of Wands, and he's looking out into the void, sort of just staring at his watch at this point, waiting for something. And it's like you're waiting for something to happen, or you have that waiting feeling like, I'm not really in control, and I need to wait, and I need to see what the future holds before I take any action. And that seems to be causing this treadmill feeling, which you're currently on. So the truth is there's nothing really coming. You're going to have to create your own path at some point. And the only real way to do that is to, again, get off the treadmill and to make your own path and to sort of make your own way in a lot of respects. And it's difficult to do that because you have this barrier in between the rabbit and the ship, and the barrier is stopping you from making that transition or getting on the ship and moving that. So you're constantly looking at that, and the barrier over here is sort of wrapping you again into the wasted time. So wasted time seems to be your biggest obstacle at this point. And then we have this interesting King and Queen of Wands, and as per my lesson on court cards, I'll draw another card for that. So the King card, let me see, get this in camera. So the King card comes along with the Tower, meaning that there's a big uproar as far as guys are concerned. There seems to be a big uproar in some of the activities or things like that. So maybe you're chilling with some dudes. I can't tell if it's a guy or a girl in the thing, but chilling with some dudes or dating some guys, and it's a bit disruptive, or chilling with dudes is a bit disruptive, or something within that realm, because you have the King of Wands, sort of trying to take that action, trying to be a part of something with some other guys, and it's disruptive, and it sort of changes things in many regards. So watch, I guess, what you do with, you know, guys, or watch what you do with hanging out with the guys as far as, you know, friends and things like that. Make sure that your friends are constructive rather than destructive, because the Tower next to that just seems kind of odd. Then we have, as far as women in your life, the women, you have the Six of Wands, so it seems like that you communicate better, or you're better suited for communicating with women. And again, it goes back to your empathic abilities. Your empathic abilities may affect women more than it does men. So it's good to, I guess, make friends with some women if you don't have a lot of women friends, and be able to use your empathic abilities to, you know, help them and assist them and things like that. It could go with volunteering, maybe at maybe a women's shelter, volunteering a homeless shelter, or something like that. Some place to where you'd have that interaction, and maybe volunteering or something like that would help you as well break out of this type thing, because it seems to me that the social aspect that you could get into here is beneficial for you. And again, with the ability to be empathic and things, it seems that the social aspect is going to be a big boon to your feeling of importance, or your feeling of self-worth and things like that. So make a point to be more social, and to be more social, especially with women. So make more women friends, chill out with some women, you know, go out and make some friends and be interactive, rather than the cycle of just repeating things over and over and over. But it seems like everything would balance out, and I think you'll find your purpose at some point along the path once you eliminate this and your mind is freed up to pursue the more social aspects, and to pursue how can you use your empathic abilities for you know, for good, for finding something where you can help people, or something where you can assist people. And I think that that will give you a lot more meaning, especially if, you know, making the social thing, maybe volunteering, or something to where it sort of gives meaning to your life. It gives something more to your life rather than repetitive tasks. So that seems to be where we're going. But Justice indicates that this will work out for you. I don't say this as being a big fatal problem or anything like that, but it seems that once you start the path, it's going to be interesting enough for you, and it's going to be cool enough, and it's going to maintain your attention long enough so that Justice, so everything balances out, everything comes back to center, and you feel that you are on that path that's going to be more beneficial to you, and you feel that something within this realm of things that you had started are going to be are going to make you feel the way that you want to feel, which is more having an impact, more meaningful, and things like that. Also, start researching channeling, and just sort of finding your inner voice type thing. Not necessarily channeling some entity or whatever, but finding your inner voice. And there's a lot of books that go into that. And I think if you start that as well, I think that you have a guide that will help you, and you have an inner guide, I think, that will be more meaningful, and it can also guide you through this path as well. So that just pointed me, the whole thing just points me sort of this channeling aspect, or finding your inner guide. One of those things to where one of the exercises in some of the older books from the 70s, I guess, where you have where you have a council. So you'll have like your 4 favorite, you know, people that are geniuses, your 4 most respected mentors, like let's say Einstein, you know, over here, and then another one of your heroes over here, etc. And you'll have this mental exercise to where you're in a room with them, and you'll ask them questions and they'll respond. So it's a mental exercise that sort of gets your mind going and gets you able to communicate with your inner voice, and to have the answers come up that you need for certain things, because certain times we're so busy with social media, we're so busy with a voice in our head repeating crap, that's not beneficial to us. And once we clear our mind and we communicate with our inner voice, then that's going to help guide you as well. Again, being empathic as you are, I think that's important to you to start that journey so that you can get the guidance that you need along this pathway, if all of this makes sense. Anyway, thank you for the question. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. If you have a question, please email me at the link or the email address in the description. Thanks so much for watching.